Carrier is a leading provider of healthy, safe, intelligent, and sustainable building and cold chain solutions. We're in year 2 as an independent company, and we've been around for more than a century. We operate in 3 business segments. They are HVAC, refrigeration, and fire security and safety. We've leveraged the power of technology across many of our brands. And in the times that we're living, our products and services are meant to inspire confidence. As well as during the pandemic, our cold chain technology has helped safely distribute COVID vaccines. For example, keeping the vaccines at the prescribed sub-zero temperature needed. We do all of this with a global workforce of about 56,000 employees who serve customers in more than 160 countries. So we had a very traditional hub and spoke architecture, right? Heavy data centers. We were backhauling most of our traffic through our data centers. More of a castle and moat security methodology leveraged based on firewalls, and a heavy reliance on virtual private networks for remote access. Really costly and very complex to operate. And so we wanted to go to something that was a little bit more modern, cloud native, and really focused on providing more local breakouts, which really ensures that the endpoint is being fully serviced and has the right amount of performance. We anchored on, core principles like being cloud native and leveraging zero trust, and specifically in cybersecurity for our program, it was to make sure and put a key focus in areas like identity and access management. You have to have core principles, and ours were really embracing cloud and SaaS, right? Because those really allow you to kind of pivot very quickly. And this helped us immensely. Zscaler, I gotta tell you, really helped us to develop the right type of security infrastructure. And I think when you lean into tools like this and you focus on key areas like identity and access management, which really you anchor your program on things like least privilege, and making sure that users only have the access that they need. Zscaler allowed us to really deploy a security stack very quickly, and it really helped us in areas like making sure that people had access anytime, anywhere, and being able to check the security posture of their devices very quickly. So all of those things really help and make it more safe and secure. You have to make bets on technology, and that's what we did. We made a huge bet on Zscaler. We were able to actually roll it out in 9 days, right before COVID-19, before the pandemic. We made a decision to anchor it on Zscaler as the platform of choice. There was a lot of people involved in making it happen. We had our infrastructure team and our application team and our cyber team and our business teams together, really kind of thinking through how are we going to deploy. Everybody's going home. We still need to operate the business. So we set up a war room and we started to deploy the solution in waves to our key stakeholders. And a lot of testing went into making sure that their applications were using ZIA and ZPA, which are 2 of the Zscaler products. Together, we were able to make sure that not only can they get into the environment, but they can get to applications that they absolutely need. And for us as a security team, it really helped us because they're not on the network. So it really kept everybody safe and secure, especially users that we needed to get up to speed on their digital acumen, users that don't traditionally remote in. And we were so fortunate to have Zscaler work with us and partner with us to do that. It meant that we retired it very quickly. We were able to, over time, start to really divert people and transition them to our zero trust infrastructure. Again, like I said, 9 days, we were able to transition everybody over. We had a ton of confidence in Zscaler and its ability to protect those users. And I think that meant all the difference for us. So I look at Zscaler and I look at it as the Tylenol for my headache, right? So Zscaler has solved so many problems for me as it relates to M&A. Technically, I don't have to put new users on my network. So I'm not introducing more vulnerabilities to my environment by actually onboarding a new group through an acquisition or divesting of an organization, right? It provides maximum protection for me. And because the users are not on the network, I'm not as concerned about things that I used to be concerned about. I used to be concerned about hygiene, right? And we would do thorough evaluation and assessments of organizations that we're going to purchase or divest of, just to kind of make sure that we understood what the hygiene level was, because then we would have to a very lengthy process to actually onboard them into our environment. And that I don't have to do because they're not on my network. And so the risk posture for us as an organization has dramatically improved. And the time to onboard is like hours, right? We don't have to do as much planning on the front end, which we used to do when we needed to onboard new organizations or divest. So it's been a huge sea change for us as it relates to the planning, the cost of a divestiture or acquisition, as well as ensuring that we're not introducing additional risks to the organization. I can tell you it was monumental, and what we've been able to provide is a like for better program, digital program for carrier that has really positioned them for the next few decades.